Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today we're here looking at an unusual piece of kit. We're here with Thomas Guinan.
Yeah.
Got it right. We are here looking at their 35 dough. Is it 35X or 35?
No, two standards.
Two standards, so it's a 35 dough. Isn't, yeah.
Two standard 3 cylinders. The tractors were bought. This whole thing now belongs to an uncle of mine, he's just not here.
Yeah.
And the tractors were bought on the 7th of November and the two tractors were fully gone through mechanically from one end to the other. The engines was out of two of them, the gearboxes was out of two of them. And we put seals in the brakes on both of them and we put in new brakes and everything. We done everything to the two tractors and they were fully joined together and able to move around the place by Christmas Day. And then it went on a bit of a long finger. And there was as they do. And there was an event, there was a dyno day for Ballybykyotis then on the 1st of October and we took into it here on about the 20th of September. And
yeah,
we got it finished. A lot of late nights.
I can imagine. It's a lot of work in making two tractors join together. So like, what was the first thing you done when you got them all serviced up and mechanically sound? What was the first attack?
We parked them the way you see them now, and we put a bit of timber on the floor from one end to the other, with the two of them running on the straight track, you know what I mean? And yeah, and we started and we made this piece, and I have pictures that I can actually send them on to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We started and we made this piece first. Then it all came in the door in lengths.
Lengths of steel.
Lengths of steel. It was all cut with the grinder.
Jeez.
Every last bit of it.
Jeez, there's a lot of work in that.
It was all cut with the grinder and it was all welded with there was CO2. It's actually at my house, and some of it was welded with the arc welders, ups and down, or the up there and the up there. The 20, anything just were the 20 minutes that was welded with the arc welder. We made that piece. There's a local man here. We bought the bushing and the pipe. And the local man here put it on the lathe and he made up all the lathe work. But once we had that one finished, then we put the nose of it into this one and we didn't know whether to go up with the front of it or go level. We went up a bit,
yeah.
Went up a bit more than it was. It came down.
On the wood.
And they pulled in again the bell house and back here.
Oh, she's the weight and the pressure come on.
But look at it, came in again the bell house, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not going to make a difference, no.
Oh, so when you made that piece there, bolted it on, and then once it came, that kind of pulled back up.
It pulled in here. So it did.
I see.
So you were pulled in again the bell house.
Yeah.
You can't go any farther now. It's
yeah.
No.
The front tractor, when you start the front one, it's pumping oil back to the steering on this one. In under this dash here, we have an orbital unit, and that's working the steering by a ram there. So it's hydrostatic steering. It's not even power steering. It's hydrostatic. Yes, just go anyways. I had the grinder and done it. It's done.
Yeah. It's easy when you say, oh, stood in and done it, but there's a lot of work, like just looking at all the pivot points, greasing points, and all of that in there.
It's well done now. Yeah.
Like a shocking well put together there now.
But that was the hardest bit to do yet.
Yeah. The hardest bit to do, yeah. Still have to join that tractor to that tractor with cables.
And you put that in here, she goes into gear, and you clutch, she clutches.
Yeah, well, we seen it at, uncle was in Dorset over at the old
Steam Fair.
Yes. And he seen another one done, but we're led to believe by man in Tullamore, Massey Ferguson, that's the only set of 3 cylinders in the world joined. There's a couple of sets in America, but there's sets of 4s. There's a couple of gold medals, a couple of 20s. There's two sets of 65s. But we're led to believe that that's the only set of 3 cylinders in the world that can be found. Whether it's true or not, don't know.
Well, I never seen the paper before anyway.
None of that was drew out. None of it was
just eyeballed and.
No, well,
you measured bits, but
it's drew in the head.
There's no.
Yeah, there's no drawings or diagrams.
There's nothing outside of here.
That's my sort of work now.
So you can't go make another one based off the last one.
We can. There's a man up the north, Darren Monteith.
Yeah.
He's going to take that and make a scale model of it.
Oh.
He said he's going to make.
Yeah.
He's going to make 132 and he's going to make one to bigger.
116.
Whatever size it is anyway. You'll be able to measure off of it. We brought out into the field out the back here for a test run.
Yeah.
And this one lay down on the road. It lay down just out there at the gable in at the back corner of the shed. Couldn't figure it out. Came back into the shed. That one actually pushed it back in. It's all handy.
We're talking to Stewart.
Very awkward. It's a two-man job. No one talking to one another. And we lifted the head off it, and it was a problem with the combustion chambers because they're in the head and that. And we just, the old head is over there, we just threw a new one out. And we got that off and line them and told them more. We got it all back together, she went out in the field, she ran for 20 minutes again, same thing to stop. Came back in here, went through everything, diesel everywhere, everything was absolutely perfect. What was the one thing we changed? The 3 injector pipes.
Well, it wasn't.
No, we changed the 3 injector pipes, we put 3 new ones on. And seemingly talking to a different man altogether, talking to a lad that wouldn't know his stuff, he's at injector pumps. He reckoned that the injector pump on that was probably never touched and it ran at a lower pressure than what would be on that tractor.
Right.
So it wasn't able to fill the injector pipes. The original injector pipes on that tractor were a very small hole in the middle. I think it's talking mil now, you're talking 4 mil, and the new type pipe has a 6 mil hole or 6.5, it's quarter hole.
Right.
Tractor wouldn't stay going. We changed back on the 3 old injector pipes because we're throwing that around here. Where she went, that's the stuff.
Wouldn't think it'd have a bearing.
Never. It was the only thing we changed back.
So what then? All that's left to leave this finished is get cables to run from.
Cables to run from here. You make up another set of gear sticks. They'll be coming out just slightly under the lash here.
Yeah.
And they'll be coming out. They'll be up here. You'll still be able to get at your foot travel.
Yeah.
Also not original, but sure, when you're gone this far, you might as well.
You might as well.
So you'll have another gear handle here. You'll have a high-low outside and you'll have your gear the other side.
Yeah.
And that will be joined up along the side of it with a cable across the pivot and up to the back of the gear handles. And around the gear handles here, it'll be boxed. Make the box out of steel, and that lift cover has to go because it looks rotten. We have to figure out a way of getting this, because this tractor is pumping oil for the steering on the back one, so the standpipe is coming up here in the corner. And we have to tap into the top of the standpipe somehow or another with whatever plate we replace it with. Thinking maybe a lift cover off an industrial tractor will make it.
Yeah, but some of them didn't have the lad for the hydraulic.
Yeah.
That was the problem with it.
So even still, if you have to go right back down to the side of the pump,
you may have to put fitting into the top of the pump.
yeah, you have to go right back down to the top of the pump.
You've been working that
it's not in
itself.
the
Yeah.
But there's a bit of working it all, it can all be done.
I don't think you ever seen one of the covers with a hydraulic
Position.
on the top of it.
Yeah.
Maybe wrong. I don't think either the covers was no bother getting them.
I didn't even see an industrial cover.
Oh,
It's just an idea, because we know an industrial tractor generally doesn't have lift arms.
And it'd make that look nice and tidy.
Maybe a 40E or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's something newer stuff might have.
Yeah.
Might.
Just to get
The hardest bit could be a head yet.
to get back ahead. It's in the shed now for me and they're not none since. Do you know?
Oh no, the feeling we're about 9 months trying to get the engine over 1200. The wrong pump is missing. And we have auxiliaries on the other side, which is right.
Yeah.
But with motor power, I don't know what's feeding the motor power. So somebody has done some shitload of ripping and the whole gearbox of it is just
Rather than just
fucking
put the pump
pipe.
back in.
Yeah, put the pump back in.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easier to leave stuff alone. We don't usually like doing that stuff. I bought a 20 I get it. I actually bought it in same time.
Right.
Same goes. Yeah.
No, it's nice to come and look at
Something else.
And there's the pony, she started it all. Can you tell?
Nearly 40 years ago.
Can you actually tell me the difference in the next?
Well, there's
Some
actually
of them differ.
The serial number. It's down to the serial number.
the serial number has letters and numbers, and the letters denote all the different variants the tractor had.
Yeah.
The engine was done up in hour 35, and at that time PJ Dondon says that's an X. The X had a slightly longer stroke. No, it's only fucking
Yeah.
minuscule.
A couple of towels.
A couple of towels, that's all it is. But there's a slightly longer stroke in the 35X, and he said that was an X engine. But by the serial number, she's one of the tractors that was developed up. It's like any Massey Ferguson in any range. If you go to the last 188, well, there's not much difference in a 290 or 590.
Yeah.
Go to any of them, a 2725 or a 3650.
Yeah.
The cab is different, but the box, the basics is the same.
Yeah.
35X and a 35 wasn't a lot of difference.
Yeah, well,
In the last 35 and
Yeah.
the first X.
this one came with a bonnet. That's an original Ferguson bonnet. That's not. It's an original Ferguson bonnet with a QTP bottom half. That's a new one. That doesn't come fit now.
Yeah.
The only way you get the new bonnet to fit, you'd have to lift her up bolt, half the thickness of the bolt of the front bulkhead and reboard.
Yeah.
And then the bonnet will fit perfectly because it will create this to sit down, not looking at the dog's bonnet. So
That's what we had to do
I
with
don't
the
know,
35,
35. I bought the shape bonnet and put it on to the holes, and I couldn't stand the look of it.
No.
I had to get one of the lads
That's the
to
same.
lift it and keep lifting it, and it's exactly the thickness of the bolt hole. Reboard.
Yeah.
It just brings her up that half an inch,
Yeah.
and that'll sit perfect. And you put in your lads here and take them down, and it fits 100%. You never know it from the non-genuine bonnet.
Yeah. What way do you go about actually insuring it? What? Surely you only have to insure the one you're sitting on.
Well, this one you're sitting on.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
This is all a question for.
Yeah. And when you're badging it, the serial number of whichever one you're sitting on.
Yeah.
It's the only serial number you use.
Yeah.
I got a spin on a Doe 130. We had a plough match one time.
Yeah.
That's the majors.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just they're unusual ducks to drive now.
Yeah, it's a long way now when you're sitting on that seat.
Yeah, it's a long way to the front.
That bonnet. The two of them have to go together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get-
pulling out a junction now, you'll be a bit caught.
You'll get
Still
your-
and all though, when you actually sit on it, now I know it looks a long way away, but it's no farther out than your front motor.
Yeah.
Oh no, off the tractor. No, the big
No.
tractors. No.
Yeah.
But if you get the right fight for a plough after that, now.
Yeah.
That'll
She
be
will sing.
nice
She will
job.
dream, yeah.
Yeah, that'll run fierce well. You look great now when we'll have to come back down when you have it finished.
Oh yeah.
Could any chance we could see it running there?
Just starting, no driving, just
starting.
starting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't win a second round.
Yeah.
Second round, two solve your problem.
The other way around it, I'd say.
Yeah. And you got her for two.
Yeah, you'd be
Because-
less wobbling on the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
far more stable.
Yeah. That should be a good joke now.
Because when you counter steer one way, she'll turn a lot sharper, and then go to counter steer the other way, you have to go further.
If you go counter steering righty ways, do you know what I mean? You're going out across the road and then you're.
Yeah.
Your
Trying to get
proportions is completely wrong.
Yeah.
When you get the second ram in.
Yeah.
And once you put the second ram in, it'll equal out the whole thing. You make her far more stable.
Yeah.
Far more stable.
Grassman shared a picture of it today, did they?
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
They were above it. They were above it that dyno there.
All right.
Most of them old doors was done with servos or master cylinders and slave cylinders. The way they were done.
Yeah. Oh, like I wired.
That takes a lot of work too.
Like I wired the two of them together. You know what I mean? The one key switch. The two of them are charging through the same key switch. No, they're not. That one is working through a relay. And this one is working through a relay. And it's starting through relays. And it's. But like, even when you come away from your ordinary 4-wire start and charge, like it starts to get complicated then. A lot of time.
Well, great job. Great to see you. Thanks for.
Thanks very much. Somebody.
Well, Matt and Massey, we'd love to have a look at them.
So now, just want to say a big thanks to Thomas for showing us his 35 dough and just the work that him and his uncle, what's your uncle's name? Brendan put into it. Something else, absolutely something else. So, Anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Something a little different. Thomas messaged me about it, and myself and Fatherfield, we said we couldn't pass up the opportunity to not see it.
We're beside it. It's something you don't see every day.
So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it from us. Good luck.